morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome, and thank you for your patience for the last couple of minutes. You're all very welcome to the LIT Conferring Ceremony here in our Thurles campus. My name is Frances O'Connell, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies today. This conferring ceremony is actually streaming live on YouTube, so it's available around the world. So obviously those who cannot make it here today can be present with us remotely. So they can log on to our LIT website, and it's streaming live as of now. So can I just ask you to ensure that you turn off your mobiles, just so that it doesn't interrupt the proceedings. And another couple of housekeeping items. The emergency exit, please God we won't need them, but just in case. So I feel like the air hostess now. There's one here, and where you came in at the back, okay, are the entrance points. And our proceedings now are going to commence with the academic procession. So I now invite you to please stand for that academic procession. Please be seated. I will begin by introducing the members of the conferring panel to my left, to all of you present. I start with the President, Professor Vincent Canaan, President of LIT. Mr. Tony Brazel, Chairman of the Governing Body of LIT, and Ms. Maria Kine, Dean of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and the Director of Apprenticeship Development. I now call on Tony Brazel, Chairman of Governing Body of Limerick Institute of Technology, to address you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. President, Vice President, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates. Today is one of those special days in the calendar of LIT, and I hope for all of you graduates a really red letter day, a day that you're always going to remember your day of graduation. I certainly remember mine, even though it's a long, long time ago. These are the days when we evolved from studenthood into employability and greater things in life. This is the first opportunity I've had as chairman to address the college here, and I'd like to say I'm delighted to be here. There's always a warm welcome for us, and there's a nice atmosphere, and it's something which I see in the future we're going to grow and grow. LIT is one of those understated powerhouses in the region. Our history is long and varied. We go right back to the 1850s when the Limerick Athenaeum was established. I say this because it's nice to be able to show that you have a real pedigree. The Athenaeum was to promote the arts and culture. It evolved into the regional colleges in the year roughly the 90s, and then in the 2000s it became the Institute of Technology, and as you've all seen and heard, we're now preparing to become a technological university. Interesting to talk about the Athenaeum because it has a small relevance to us here in Thurles. The Athenaeum was an attempt to educate people about fine arts, but also about awareness of what's going on in the world around them. And they had, over the years, a number of very interesting speakers, including people such as Charles Stewart Parnell, John Redmond, Michael David, Oscar Wilde, Patrick Pearse, Casement and Maud Gunn. But more importantly for all of us here, a man called Michael Cusick. So they're out to formulate and to educate. And it's in that tradition that we've followed on. The fine arts tradition particularly has followed with the Limerick School of Art and Design, which is now established as one of the finest in the British Isles and a world leader in many respects. So, you know, we're not dealing with something that just happened overnight. We have a strong tradition, and as history is unfolding, time will not stand still, and we will obviously have to continue, but we will continue in a new guise, but with the strong tradition of the past, with the standards of the past. The institution you graduate from today will become a university in the future. This will allow us to preserve and develop the quality of what we do and what we stand for, and the support of the community that we all have. And your experience is the heart of what we do, and is what we will always do. Here in Thurles, we have been fortunate to do quite a bit of research in sustainable energy and social care. And in the future, we will be broadening our involvement in research, and Thurles will become a centre where a lot more research will be done, all for the good of the community. Our new designation will allow us to do much more, and you will have, the students will be able to experience all these benefits, their families and indeed their communities. We will always, of course, continue our commitment to our students. Our sector has always been the one to provide most access to higher education, and that is now government policy and provides us with the direction that we're following. We in LIT have marshalled our resources well, and the changes that we are now embarking on will allow us to keep going on a sustainable footing. It's interesting to note that some of the headline companies that have come to the region in recent times have been influenced by us in LIT. For example, Regeneron, a company that came out of the remains of the old computer company that was, I'm missing their name for the moment, in Limerick. The board of the company came recently to LIT. They told us something which was most inspiring. 10% of all the graduates in the company are graduates of LIT, and a quarter of the quality control people are from LIT. But most importantly, they also said all of those people have stayed with us. They just didn't come and join, they're working with us and progressing through the company. Companies like Tri Studios, who are influenced by the presence of the College of Art and Design, people who can do costume, people who can do animation, etc. What I'm really saying to you is that we have a great ability to provide courses to match the needs of industry, and that's why 75% in the most recent study of all our graduates are actually working in the region. That's really important, not elsewhere but in the region. As a new technological university, we will of course accelerate our research, and we will provide greater opportunity for postgraduate work. Our future plans for a new campus at Kuna will allow us to accommodate up to 800 students in the Engineering Centre of Excellence, and that merges best practice in industry with our education. We will also play a vital role in increasing the number of apprenticeships, something which you all know is really lacking since the recession. And this is a vital requirement in the plan for rebuilding Ireland. Our future plans for the development of an ICT building here in Lxe is due to go to planning shortly, and we will provide a state-of-the-art space for our students and staff. The money for that has been provided. It's a matter of time now when it goes to planning, and building work should start towards the back end of next year. This year we've opened a new campus in Ennis, and with our presence here in Thurles and Clonmel, as well as in Clare Street in Limerick City, it really makes us a truly regional institution, working for the needs of our students, employers and employees right across the region, Limerick, Tipperary and Clare. And I think that's important going forward. As a technological university, we will have a strong regional influence, and we will be very much involved in the Tipperary scene in that regard. I'm very proud of the work of the staff, and I'd like to pay tribute to them and help to bring us to the cusp of technological university status. And that same ethic will underpin the success of LIT in its future guise. Today is a landmark day and a day of pride for all of us here. To our graduates, I say, you now have the qualifications to begin your chosen career. Your qualification has been hard earned and is definitely a passport to your future. As part of your education comes to an end, remember you will always be learning, whether by further study or on-the-job experience. And in that regard, I would ask a special plea to all of you. You've got a good education here. Always remember LIT, and whether you're an employer or employee in the future, think of us favourably when there's an opportunity to help promote the institution. To the parents and families, I say, you can be very proud of your graduates as they sit before you in their spanking gowns. And this marks the very significant passing from on in this stage of their lives. Enjoy this day. The word for our graduates is your absolute oyster, and you will be the backbone, hopefully, of our future economy. We wish you every success in all your future endeavours. Congratulations to all of you.
Maria Kine, Dean of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and the Director of Apprenticeship Development, to address you.
Good morning, everybody. You are welcome to this graduation ceremony for the Departments of Information Technology, Applied Science, Applied Social Sciences and Business. The graduation ceremony today recognises your achievement in attaining the level of education reflected in the awards that you will be presented with this morning. And I offer you all my heartiest congratulations. Today is a recognition of your achievements, what you have worked for, and you have earned the right to be here. The Departments of Information Technology and Applied Science form 2 of the 5 departments of the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and the Departments of Applied Social Sciences and Business form 2 of the 4 departments in the Faculty of Business and Humanities. I would like to thank the heads of department, Dr. Janice O'Connell, Dr. Daniel Walsh, Miss Elaine Barry, Mr. James Collins and Dr. Carole Glynn for their support to the faculty, to the departments, to their staff and students. Our business students are from the Faculty of Business and Humanity and continue to achieve success at national and international level. For example, partaking in the Tax Institute's Fantasy Budget competition as part of their coursework. Business students from LIT won the prestigious competition in 2010 and 2016 and were placed 3rd in 2019. All final year business students are afforded the opportunity to sit the Marketing Institute's Qualified Marketeer exam. Our current business graduates have been successful in this regard, all scoring highly. These accomplishments prove that our graduates can apply their degree-level business knowledge to real-life business situations. LIT continues to forge links with other colleges and universities overseas as part of the Erasmus programme, with many of our students studying or gaining work experience abroad while completing their business degree. These ongoing activities enhance the learning and experience gained. Furthermore, many of our previous business accountancy graduates have successfully completed their professional accountancy exams and are now employed as senior financial staff in many of the leading firms in Ireland. Based on the expertise we have developed in the field of accountancy, from January 2020 on, we will be offering a suite of online blended learning accountancy and taxation programs at certificate, honours degree and postgraduate level, which will provide additional learning opportunities for future students. For science and IT graduates who are from the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, some of the highlights from that faculty within the last year include that the HEA has allocated 1.25 million in capital funding to the faculty for the purchase and installation of equipment to support apprenticeship provision. The allocated funding will enhance the educational experience of our apprentices and students and will allow significant upgrade of our workshop and laboratories for all students. Programme portfolio review of the faculty's programmes highlighted that there were 2 groups of programmes that would identify more coherently with programmes offered by other LIT departments. Creative broadcast and music programmes transferred to the Department of Design, and the business IT programmes are transferring on a phased basis to the Department of Business and Finance. A postgraduate mentoring initiative was implemented this year to support faculty research supervisors and postgraduate students on Masters and PhD programmes. And we encourage all Level 8 graduates to consider getting involved in research programmes with the Institute. The Department of Information Technology, ICT and Education Conference, which was organised on the Thurles campus here in May, and staff of the department were actively involved in the ITLG Young Innovators Conference in November. The Shannon International Leasing Conference was held in Laois last November. The faculty has been in the forefront of new programme development and in reinvigorating existing programmes to meet the needs of industry in our region. We actively participate on the Midwest Regional Skills Forum and collaborate with the Regional Skills Forum Manager to identify and respond to current and future industry needs. The faculty continues to work with our industry partners to promote our programmes to potential students. A successful Limerick for Engineering and Limerick for IT showcase was held in March to inform them of the employment and career prospects in the world of STEM. A successful Science Week was held in November and Science Fest in April, where students from primary and second level schools visited LIT and were given presentations on science topics of interest. A very successful Games Fly was held in March on our Thurles campus. Over 800,000 in springboard funding was achieved by the faculty to support students on the higher diploma in software development and special purpose awards in science, engineering and built environment disciplines. Our faculties have exceptionally strong links with their relevant industries through the Limerick for Engineering, Limerick for IT initiatives, through student work placement, through providing bespoke programmes for individual industries, through research partnerships, through their graduates and the work experience of many of their staff. These links help keep us informed about the requirements of new and well-established industries, so that the skills and knowledge we impart in our programmes are truly relevant. We appreciate the recognition given to this award ceremony by our industry partners through their presence here today and their ongoing and very valued support for our programmes. Today's graduates have the knowledge, skills and competencies to contribute actively to these industries. On behalf of the staff, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates being conferred here this morning. You are graduating with qualifications which are highly regarded by industry, both here and abroad. These qualifications, which are accredited by the major industry professional bodies and hence have considerable value added to them, will enable you to work throughout the world. Graduates, we have strived to prepare you to be capable and confident people who are proficient in your chosen disciplines. We expect that we will have given you the ability to plan your career and to appreciate the value and need for further education and professional development. Not least, I wish to acknowledge the contribution of the academic, technical, administration and support staff to both faculties, and their presence here today is an indication of their commitment, enthusiasm and dedication to their students. The staff work with and for students, and that makes all the difference to your education and to your learning experience here in LIT Thurles. I wish to congratulate them for their contribution in producing such good graduates, and I join them in saluting your achievement and in wishing you fulfilment in your working and professional lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. I now call on the President, Professor Vincent Cannan, to formally confer the LIT Awards on the graduates.
Archeolni Institute, Rodam Datna Tani, or Olamorin Institute, Tataration Cagdan Shin and Wanchamak, was Aaron go Curf and the Hoglamori Shin and Malahar, could have here a bar, Hobards Div go formu. On behalf of the Institute, I hereby confer awards on the learners of the Institute who have achieved the standard for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
I now request the President, Professor Vincent Cannan, to present the parchments and invite the Head of Department of Information Technology, Dr. Janice O'Connell, to announce the graduates.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Information Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science in Computing, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Tom Ferris. Alexander McAllister in absentia, Owen McGrath in absentia, Sean O'Sullivan in absentia, Mary Ogba. Daniel Ross in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Information Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Games Design and Development. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Charlie Ansell. Emily Barnett. Kevin Byrne. Nathan Dunn. James Fogarty. Conor Garrahy. Alan Morrissey. Niall Murphy. Luke O'Brien. Joseph Quirk. Robert Walsh. On behalf of the Department of IT, I'd just like to say congratulations, and just I think it's finally high time we gave yourself a big cheer. Well done.
I now request the President, Professor Vincent Cannan, to present the parchments and invite the Head of Department of Applied Science, Dr. Daniel Walsh, to announce the graduates.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Applied Science, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Geographical Sciences, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Colm Kinnan, in absentia. Patrick Morrissey. James Mulcahy, in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Applied Science, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental and Geographical Sciences, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Grace English. David Finan. Owen Fogarty. Shane Manton, in absentia. Lisa Sweeney. And on behalf of the Department of Applied Science, I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates today.
I now request the President, Professor Vincent Cannan, to present the parchments and invite the Head of Department of Applied Social Sciences, Dr. Carol Glynn, to announce the graduates.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Applied Social Sciences, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social and Community Studies, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Riona Green. Geraldine Long. Michael O'Donnell. Ahmed Rashid. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Applied Social Sciences, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social Care Work, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Breda Burke Morris. Siobhan Burke. Emma Compton. Eileen Croak. Brian Dunn. Anita Fitzgibbon. Sarah Gleeson in absentia. Katrina Godbold. Paddy Grace. Sabrina Halley. Laura Kavanagh. Fiona Kelly. Kieran Maher. Niamh Maloney. Evelyn Nevin. Niamh O'Sullivan. Leah Tanyan. John Paul Tierney. Daniel Tynan. And congratulations to all our graduates.
I now request the President, Professor Vincent Cannan, to present the parchments and invite the Head of Department of Sports and Finance, Mr. James Collins, to announce the graduates.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Business and Financial Services, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Amy Burke. Shona Cantwell. James Carroll. Kerry Cowan. Colin Dempsey. Kirsty Downey. Margaret Fahy in absentia. Kevin Fennessy. Emer Horan. Sinead Keating in absentia. Amy Kennedy. Sheena Kerwick. Michael Lee. Dylan McCoy. Michael O'Connell. Vanessa O'Dowd. Louise O'Mahony. Sarah Patterson. Dara Ronine. Sarah Jane Taylor. Ailish Tobin. August David Walsh. Gorgeous.
I think we might all give our class of 2019 graduates in LIT a big round of applause. We now come to the part of the proceedings where we have our special award ceremony for outstanding achievement. I'd like to request the chairman of the governing body, Mr. Tony Brazel, and the LIT president, Professor Vincent Cannan, to make the awards. Our first special merit award this morning is the Cook Medical Award. The Cook Medical Award is for the best innovation and overall academic performance on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing, in Game Design and Development. And the award will be presented by David Murray of Cook Medical. Thank you, David. The Cook Medical Award is awarded to Nathan Dunn. award this morning is the APB Award. The APB Award is for the best overall academic performance on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental and Geographical Sciences. And the award is presented this morning by John Durkin of APB. And the APB Award is presented to Grace English. Our next award is the Tipperary Energy Agency Award. And the Tipperary Energy Agency Award is for academic excellence on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental and Geographical Science. And the award is presented by Seamus Hoyne of Tipperary Energy Agency. And the Tipperary Energy Agency Award goes to Lisa Sweeney. Our next award is the Environmental Science Association of Ireland Award. And this is for academic excellence on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental and Geographical Sciences. And this will be presented by the Professor Vincent Canan on behalf of ESAI. And the Environmental Science Award goes to Grace English. Our next award is the Empowering People in Care Award. And this is for academic excellence on the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social Care Work. And this will be presented today by Joel Walsh of EPIC. The Empowering People in Care Award is presented to Laura Kavanagh. Our next award is the Dolman Cross Award. And this is for Best Performance in Personal Development. This will be presented by Professor Vincent Cannan. And this is a joint award, and it goes to Anita Fitzgibbon and Evelyn Nevin. Our next award is the Lynch Award, and this is for commitment to rural community development, having a positive outlook and academic achievement. And this is presented by Mr. Lynch on behalf of the Tipperary Staff Social Club and LIT. And the Lynch Award goes to Riona Green. Is the EY Award, Ernst & Young Award, and this is for Best Final Year Project on the Bachelor of Business Honours degree in our Clonmel campus, and we welcome Marion Ryan from EY. And the EY Award goes to Dylan McCoy. Thurles Chamber Enterprise Centre Award, and this is for the Best Final Year Project on the Bachelor of Business Honours degree in our Thurles campus, and this is being presented by Councillor Seamus Hanafin from the Thurles Chamber. And the Thurles Chamber Enterprise Centre Award is awarded to Colin Dempsey. And our final award is entitled the Lxe Sports Award. But this award actually represents overall excellence and academic achievement of any student on our Tipperary campuses in Thurles and Clonmel. And this will be presented by Professor Vincent Cannan. And this award for overall excellence on our Tipperary campuses this year goes to Sarah Jane Taylor. again to give a final round of applause for all the Special Merit Award. I now call on the Institute President, Professor Vincent Cannan, to address you.
Just when you thought it was all over. Accordia, ta achas an dón orm bhéid seo aniu, agus bhaid lo McCain bhí na fáilte chur rib Galera. Friends, you're very welcome to our graduation ceremonies here in Thurles today. And to our chair, Tony Brazel, I offer a very special welcome to your first set of graduation ceremonies. Congratulations to you, and I really look forward to working with you over the coming years. But today, we are delighted to recognise you, the first few rows in this room, our newest graduates. So this is a very special day for you. We also recognise it's a very special day for your families. But it's also a very special day for LIT, because these are the days that reveal to us the value of the work that everyone here has put in over a period of years. You, the graduates, the families, and the staff of LIT. The community here on this campus in Thurles is a particularly close one. And today we come together as that community to recognise our own for the commitment, the ability, and the perseverance you have shown in getting to this stage. So to the parents, the guardians, the spouses and the families of the graduates, I also say heartiest congratulations. You too are part of our community. I'm sure though, there were times when you didn't think this day would ever arrive. But it has, and it's all the sweeter for that. But in recognition of the role of the families and friends, maybe the graduates themselves could stand up, turn to your families and give those families a well-deserved round of applause. So if you get up, go on. All right. That and your first paycheck will go some ways to help them to raise that. Could I also now, on your behalf, graduates, turn to the staff here in Thurles and throughout LIT, and on your behalf, offer them our congratulations on the job that they have done in getting you to this point. So to the staff. This campus, like each of our campuses, is a community, and it provides an environment where people are valued. People count here. Graduates, we valued you as students, and we will value you as our alumni. Your lecturers are part of our community, of course, and they value you. Your peers sitting beside you in this community value you. Your families, as part of our extended community, they value you. And now you have an invaluable, internationally recognised qualification that nobody can ever take away from you. You earned it. And with it you cross a threshold into another phase of life. One where I hope that the values of this community will benefit you, as well as the education that you have received. I hope that as your journey outside of LIT unfolds, the experience you have had here will stand you in good stead. Because college isn't only about theoretical and practical learning. It's about relationships and identity, and about having the time and the space to develop. And that is what this day is about. It's about marking a rite of passage, about recognising change and moving on to a new phase of life. But we still want you to stay connected to us. And that is why earlier this month we held our inaugural President's Alumni Ball, specifically to recognise our alumni's achievements. And I hope to see many of you there into the future. At that ball, we had alumni who had graduated in classes going right back to the 1970s. But of course, your institution, this institution, is much older than that. In fact, our heritage, as our chair has pointed out, stretches right back to 1852 and the foundation of the School of Ornamental Arts and the subsequent formation of the Limerick Athenaeum in 1856, dedicated to artistic and technical education. This is a distinctive educational lineage that we have been delivering here in Thurles for a number of years now. Now, it only took us 163 years to get an inaugural alumni ball together. We're going to do it again. And when we did, we honoured, of course, two Tipperary people. And I think you know them both. Your fellow alumnus and PwC All-Star Hurler of the Year 2019, Shiva Stalin, who was honoured for his contribution to sport by LIT. Now, at the time of the Alumni Ball, we wanted to recognise Shiva for his captaincy of this year's All-Ireland winning team. Where were they from? But once he got the LIT Alumni Award, of course he was going to go on to greater things, and we knew he'd get the Hurler of the Year after that. Now, I know Tip people have a lot of affection for another All-Ireland winning hurling captain, Owen Kelly. But Owen is also very special to us in LIT because he captained our first Fitzgibbon Cup winning team. Owen was recognised, received his award for lifetime achievement in sport. Now, you'd think a lifetime achievement would mark the end of someone's career. But again, after receiving our award, a week after that he decided to score an incredible point over his head and running away from goal. We might have to give him a second award next year for that one. But like Owen and Seamus, the people educated in this institution have contributed hugely to the commercial, community, industrial, political, sporting and artistic life of this region and beyond. They were able to do so because the education they received was always practical, always relevant, and always a response to the societal needs of the time. This is, of course, the nature of the education you have received, graduates. And this is the heritage that gives us the values and community spirit that you are part of. That heritage is also very much about our institution changing and evolving as society changes and evolves. Always reflecting the needs of our students. Always reflecting the needs of our region, its communities, its businesses, its industries. So in between being the Limerick Athenaeum and the Limerick Institute of Technology, this institution has manifested itself as the municipal technical institution run by the VEC. That eventually became the College of Arts, Commerce and Technology Co-op, then Limerick Regional Technical College, and with the integration of TRBDI into LIT, we have the institute you graduate from today. And as our chair said at the outset of this ceremony, LIT, like you, is now on the cusp of another new beginning. Our next manifestation will be as a technological university. A few weeks ago, LIT and Athlone Institute of Technology committed to come together to form a consortium to work towards the formation of a technological university. You are the first classes to graduate since we made that decision. Speaking of firsts, of course, it would be remiss of me to those of you graduating with the Level 8 Honours in Social Care today, as the first cohort to do so from here. And I'd like to recognise you and your lecturers at this point for this achievement. Again, congratulations to you. So all you graduates come from a long and distinctive heritage, and you join a distinguished community of alumni. So those who will come after you will also draw on the same heritage and the same values that you have experienced. In fact, as a technological university, I believe that we can bring our values and our approach to even more people, so that the benefit of what we can do can be felt as widely as possible in the society of the future. This will bring particular opportunities for Thurles, bringing the potential for it to emerge as a university campus of excellence for higher education in areas that directly impact on our lives, whether that be through sport, technology, the environment, or social care and education. That will not happen without work on all of our parts, but the opportunity is emerging, and there will be benefit in that for our staff, our students, and for Tipperary. Having higher education in a rural location allows institutions to make a proportionally bigger impact on their communities than locating them in the middle of big cities. Now, it's often hard to illustrate this, but this year's graduating class from environmental science provide a symbol of how this works, because each student today is receiving a tree to mark their graduation, which they will plant on campus. That act to mark this point of transition in life will leave a legacy here in Thurles, no matter where life brings you. It's a legacy that symbolises the work you have done to get here, but also the growth that will happen over the course of your career, and the benefit that you will bring to the world around you. It's a symbol of your future, and also of your part in our history. And that history is one of inclusion, of providing access to higher education to all those who would benefit from it. That is what the Limerick Athenaeum was about. That is what the Red Tech, COAC, Limerick RTC and TRBDI were about. That is what LIT is currently about. And that is what our technological university will be about. The government has given us funding to start work on our new evolution, because they recognise what we do, and they want us to keep doing it in a sustainable way into the future. Our institution's ability to play that role is what enabled you to achieve what you have achieved. And by Covenant Technological University, we will continue this work. And I want to emphasise again what our chair said at the outset, that this allows us to preserve and develop the quality of what we do, to keep providing the support and being the community that you all know, to keep standing for what we stand for. And your experience is at the heart of what we do and what we will always do. And as I said earlier, people count here, and that is what leads to people realising their potential. People like Danny Nash, LIT Student of the Year, who attended college while working night shifts before graduating with an honours Bachelor of Engineering degree with the highest result in the entire institution. So we do not judge you on how you arrive into LIT, but we have judged you today as you cross this threshold from student to alumnus. This approach has not changed through all the changes in our history. It cannot and will not change, irrespective of how many changes we undergo in the future. Because it is working. It works for our students and for our region. 94% of the people who graduated from LIT last year were employed or in further study after graduation. 2/3 of them were earning over €26,000 a year in their first job, and about 2/3 of all of last year's graduating class are working in the Mid-West region. Not in Dublin, not in London, not in Canberra or Boston, in the Mid-West region. So the value of the education you have received is well recognised, and it benefits not only you, but your communities and the society and the economy here. It's a virtuous cycle. So the future is bright, both for the class of 2019 and for this institution. It is built on hard-earned and deeply held values. I'm just about finished now. So everyone, graduates and LIT, wishes you all the very best. You are still part of this community and always will be. And I hope to see you someday at the alumni ball, either receiving an award or just on the dance floor. So Gaharjas a Creeliv Galer. Congratulations from the heart to you all. And I hope you've had the time of your lives. Gurlmi Magus Galer.
We've now come to the end of our conferring ceremony. Before we finish, I'd like to thank Owen, our musician, for his contribution, as well the uplifting contribution to this morning's ceremony. I and the President and the LIT community would like to sincerely thank you for being present here today and for engaging so enthusiastically in this morning's conferring ceremony. Now, just remind you that our official photographers are located down the corridor in C168, and that's at the when you turn right at the very end of the corridor. We'd also like to invite you, our graduates and our guests, to join us for some night refreshments in the student canteen, and again, that's down to the right. I now declare this conferring ceremony closed. Please stand for the academic procession. And on this occasion, we invite the graduates to join the procession. Thank you.
Yes.